Mike's Track Reviews.
Hey, hi, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you are doing well. It is time for a track review, my thoughts on a brand new song and single, Drake. Champagne Poppy, the Sixth God. And he has chosen to embark on this new musical adventure with Chicago drill scene veteran, Lil Durk. I want to give a shout out quickly to our sponsor in this video, the good people over at The Ridge. They make these cool, nifty, metal-plated wallets that fit nicely in your front pocket. This one's kind of a mirror one. Cool. You can hit up the link down below and replace your bulky, disgusting leather wallet today using the promo code MELON. You get 10% off and a brand new wallet. A brand spanking new spanking wallet. Spanking. All right, let's get into this new track. Let's get some thoughts out on this song. Let's give it a listen and see what it's all about. Drake, Laugh Now, Cry Later, featuring Lil Durk. Ba-bam. Okay, I was pretty impressed with the start. Liked the production to begin with. Those luscious synth horn lines were great. Awesome chord progression too. Chord progression did not get stale throughout the entire track, even though it did kind of cycle over and over and over. Even though it was very synthetic in tone, it still came off really warm and even a little vintage. It was good. Drake singing comes in almost immediately on the track, and it's that trademark, laid-back, moody, and melancholy Drake flow. You've heard it before. He also seems to be singing this deflating melody on the song too, starting at a higher note and even before Durk has come into the song, the track is already sounding pretty classy and classic. Again, first leg of this song, I'm pretty impressed with it. But the way the instrumental, the intro, Drake's verse, and the refrain are progressing just before Durk comes in, it's almost as if the song is starting to tease toward a hook or a transition of some kind, like we're going to get some sort of change. But instead what ends up happening is the track and the instrumental hits kind of a lull. Things slow down and get a bit more underwhelming, really for no reason. And then when Durk does pop in, it's without much of an introduction, it's without much of a transition, and while his much higher tone of voice and somewhat amped delivery is a nice change of pace, he hits some melodic triplet flows, he also hits a really strained line, and then his verse, if you could call it that, it's really more of a mini verse, is short as hell. It's really short. It is a super short appearance. I mean, it's really low impact what Durk actually brings to this song. Really, the track would have mostly been the same had he not appeared on it at all. Then post Durk, the lull that the song introduced before his appearance kind of continues from there. It's almost like Drake and his producer here doesn't really know where to bring the song beyond this point. We get more of these horns. Drake kind of cycles through the same refrains again. The beat passively enters into frame once more, and we don't really get another high or another peak or another anything. Really, once you've heard the song up to the Durk feature, you've heard everything it's gonna do. Once more on a new track, on a new single, Drake seems to be punching way underneath his weight with a song that doesn't really have a strong chorus. It's just, I guess, a bit of a vibe, a bit of a mood, a somewhat decent vocal line, pretty good beat, but beyond that, Laugh Now, Cry Later doesn't really bring a whole lot. The bars across the track are pretty luxurious. I think one of the only lines that really stood out to me was the bar where Drake was going on about every time I run into somebody, that must be a victory lap. Thought that was genuinely clever, but there wasn't really a whole lot else about his verses lyrically or thematically that was really standing out to me. I guess if you are super invested in the Drake narrative, you want to hear anything and everything he's going to say, and I guess just continue to hear him winning effectively, but beyond that, the song doesn't really say too much we haven't heard Drake say before again and again and again. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this track. Started relatively strong, but finished relatively mediocre. Not a super huge song from Drizzy, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, that's for the crowd to decide. If people play this song again and again and again and they love it and they think it's the greatest thing in the world, then it will, in fact, be the greatest thing in the world. But is this a standout Drake track to me? No, not really. Though I do appreciate Drake's prolific tendencies, during this whole pandemic. He seems to be taking advantage of the fact that a lot of major releases have slowed down as of late, and he's just dropping track after track after track, regardless of how good it actually is, because it's going to sop up attention and create conversation regardless. But let me know what your thoughts on this song are. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Why? What do you think I should review next? Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up, or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Drake, Lil Durk, Laugh Now, Cry Later, forever.